Hi guys, so welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's topic, our name is change management. So in this video, we will talk about the change management. In this video, we will learn about what is change management and how we can apply the change management, or we would like to know what exactly the process of the change management is, because change management is really getting common in the Agile methodology. Today we'll talk about the change management. Change management in project management, change management refers to the process of systematically managing changes to the project scope, objectives, deliverables, and other project elements through the project lifecycle. What it tries to refer is, it refers to the process of systematically managing the changes to the scope, time, budget, and the deliverables and the other project elements through the project lifecycle. The main three objectives of the project management is the scope, time, and the budget. And we can also say the deliverables as well. If it has an impact on all these three constraints, so definitely there is a process, or there is a systematic way through which our process needs to be followed, and that is what we'll be calling it as change management here. And what it will ensure, it will ensure that the changes are properly evaluated, approved, implemented, and communicated to the stakeholder while minimizing the negative impacts on the project schedule, budget, and the quality. That's a brief about the change management. Let's move on to the how we can apply the change management in the project management process. So the very first thing is, or the very first step is, like, first of all, we have to identify, the change that was requested from the client end. So first of all, we have to identify this, that what exactly the change is. So like the change management starts with identifying potential changes to the project, and the changes can arise due to the various factors such as evolving requirements, stakeholder feedback, external influences, or unexpected challenges. As I said, that there may be some requirement from the client end, or there may be some feedback from the stakeholders, or there may be external factors as well, or there may be some unexpected challenges due to which change got arise. So first of all, we have to identify. So from where does it coming from? So once we identify it, we'll move on to the next step, which is the change request. Once the change is identified, it is typically submitted as a formal change request, or you might be having several forms for that, like the scope change form or project change form, like those kind of steps work or used in the industrial. So that kind of a request you will be receiving. After that, the change request includes details such as the nature of the change, a rational impact analysis, example on the scope, time, and the budget, of course, and the proposed solution. So that's how the request is submitted once the change is identified. So next step is evaluation. So the team or the production team will be evaluating this particular thing, the change which is not submitted and requested. And the change request undergoes a thorough evaluation process to assess its impact on the project. This evaluation includes reviewing the proposed change against project initiative, scope, schedule, budget, and the other constraints. So that's how it got evaluated, because once if it doesn't have any impact on the scope, schedule, budget, quality, or the other constraints. So it doesn't make any sense. It's like the evaluation would be purely done on these objectives, the scope, schedule, budget, and the other constraints like quality, etc. So once it got evaluated, and we'll move on to the next step, which is the change approval. So after evaluating the change request, project stakeholder, including the project sponsor, customers, and the relative authorities, decide whether to approve or reject the change. So the change that got submitted to us as a formal request. So after getting evaluating, so like the plans of it, there would be a several set of one backup plan which got evaluated at the change evaluation step. Basis upon that, we'll be sending that request to the production team, and they will be sending us the thorough plan of it. So if you want to implement this change, so this could be an impact on the scope element, the budget, or the other constraints, or whatever we have. So we'll be sending this request to the client end for the approval of the solution, or that is what it is said here. So after evaluating the change request, the project stakeholders, including the project sponsor, customer, and the relevant authorities, decide whether to approve or reject the change. Approval may depend on factors such as alignment with project's goal, available resources, and the potential trade-offs. Yep. So once these changes got approved, we'll be moving to the next step, which is the change implementation. So change implementation is once everything is approved from the content. So we got an NPM platform diagram that we can start implementing those changes and go back to them and stating the plan, the timeline, and everything needs to be up to share it with them. So in the change implementation, so once the change is approved, it is implemented following established project management process. This may involve updating the project plans, adjusting schedules, reallocating resources, and communicating the changes to the relevant stakeholders. So that is how we do. The next step is the change control. So it's change control, what exactly? The thing is change control. So like at the time of implementation, so on the plan that we have shared it to the end client, if that has another impact on some part of the whatever the application or whatever the product we developed it. So we have to just control the whatever we planned it, whatever we scheduled it, and whatever the set of expectation we set it to the client end. So that is what it is said on the change control process. I put into place to manage the approved changes systematically. This involves documenting approved changes, tracking the implementation, and updating project documentation. Since the project management plan, scope statement, and the requirement documents. Absolutely correct. The next thing is like the communication and the change communication. The effective communication is an essential throughout the change management process to ensure the stakeholders are informed about the approved changes, their implementations, and associated adjustments to the project's scope, schedule, and the project. It's a easy one. So the next thing is the impact analysis. The change management involves the conduct impact analysis to assess the efforts of the proposed changes on the project constraints such as the scope, time, and budget, resources, risk, and the quality. This analysis helps the stakeholder make informed decisions with to approve or reject the change. Okay, so that is how it is. Well, the entire impact analysis will be done. So it doesn't, in future, it doesn't have the impact on other things. The most important thing and the last step is the documentation. It should be documented somewhere. So like I was saying, at the beginning of the scope change for or something like PCF or project change or management on. Must be something like that document that needs to be there, because in future when you review all those things, so it will be helping in the invoicing and the billing. So these many requests was done due to this, and you have the proposed. So let me read out this or why the documentation is important. So all the changes with approved or rejected are documented to maintain a record of the change request, evaluation approvals, and implementation details. This documentation provides a historical record of changes for future reference and audit purposes. Absolutely correct. So the next step is documentation is actually it's the last step, and the most additional step is the continuous improvement. So continuous improvement is like change management process are continuously reviewed and improved based on the lessons learned from the managing those changes through the project lifecycle. This ensures that change management practices evolve to meet the need of the project and the organization. Okay, so that is how actually it's not a kind of a process would be relevant to the implementation team. So like is it the change documentation is most important. So like it is also most important, but moreover it is more concerned about the how implementation teams in the organization. So what they will what they are actually doing is they'll be reviewing this situation or how did it happen and what was the lessons they have about last week, and in if there is a scenario how better we can deal with those situations. So that's how it we have been as. Okay. So I hope you understood the entire process of the change management process. So let's move to the end of this video. So overall, what exactly the change management process is? The effective change management process in the project management helps the project managers to ensure that the project changes managed in a systematic, transparent, and controlled manner, contributing to project success and stakeholder satisfaction. So thank you guys for listening. So please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos on project management. Bye guys.